Hey everyone, let's get started with, it's been a really good day. Been working for just NFTs most of the day. Little guy had a appointment this morning. Kids are now at my in-laws, so I don't have to worry about them coming in. Hang on, I might need to text Andrew though and tell him I'm doing a video so he doesn't awkwardly walk in like he did last time. Give me a second here, guys. There we go. So we got lots of news today. Pretty interesting. So yeah, let's get started after the intro. Love the intro. Gets me every time, guys. Like I said, it's been a long day. Sorry the hair's back in a pony, but it is what it is today, guys. It's Friday. It's the beginning of the weekend. I'm super excited. And please remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell on Twitter. We are currently at 46, trying to make it to 100 before the end of the year. That way we can reach another 100 next year. So we're going to try to do hundreds every year, but if we end up blowing up before then that's that. But let's get started, guys. News via Crypto Potato, and then I have one from CoinDesk as well. I wasn't able to pull up what I wanted to read because it's a podcast, but Celsius Network is talking about doing an IOU token, which is pretty funny. Just the term IOU from stocks and being a business major, and getting a business degree and this, that, and the other, and just let's just do an IOU token. It's hilarious. But anyway, I'll pull up the podcast just to show you guys. It was a really good podcast. I listened to it this morning. But yes, let's get started with really big news. So of course we know that Tornado Cash was banned, but Github reverses that ban that they took off of Tornado Cash, because remember the repo and everything from Tornado Cash, because it was open source, it was taken down from GitHub, and the 3 people that were a part of it were also banned off of GitHub. So GitHub reverses Tornado Cash ban, but there is a catch. Okay, so this was written by Shainika Deca. The U.S. Office of Foreign Asset Control, OFAC, assigned popular crypto tumbler Tornado Cash as an entity on the specially designated nationals, or SDN, sanction list last month, which triggered an outcry from privacy and free speech advocates. Subsequently, Microsoft owned GitHub, which I did not know that Microsoft owned GitHub till I read this article a little bit earlier, which is really interesting in and of itself. A whole other rant on another day, another time. Guys, it's Friday. Let's just keep it light. Anyway, Microsoft owned GitHub removed its source code as well as terminated the user accounts of 3 individuals who contributed code to the project. In a recent turn of events, the platform unbanned the coin mixer and contributors on the platform, notifying that the repos are, however, currently in read-only mode. Ethereum dev Preston Van Loon tweeted that the hosting service is yet to reverse all actions and return the repositories to their former status. Loon believes the move is still progress from an outright ban, which I agree, it is progress, but I would like to see it not in read-only mode, but it is what it is. I'm sure there's a way around it. I'm not trying to tell you guys what to do, but I'm sure there is a way around it. Tornado's Cash return to GitHub follows clarification guidance issued by the United States Department of the Treasury earlier this month that states merely interacting with NTS open source code with certain provisions would not violate sanctions imposed by the OFAC. Quote, U.S. persons would not be prohibited by U.S. sanction regulations or regulations from copying the open source code and making it available online for others to view, as well as discussing, teaching about, or including open source code in written publications. Similarly, U.S. persons would not be prohibited by U.S. sanction regulations from visiting the Internet Archives for the Tornado Cash historical website, nor would they be prohibited from visiting the Tornado Cash website if it again became active on the Internet. The interaction should not involve a prohibited transaction as per the guidance. Individuals initiating transaction using the mixer prior to sanctions being imposed on August 8th can apply for an OFAC license to execute the transaction or to make a withdrawal, which I think is interesting and stupid, because why do we have to have a license to execute a transaction or make a withdrawal? That's retarded. Apart from the partial restoration, an unofficial archive of Tornado's cash code was published on GitHub by Matthew Green, a cryptography professor at Johns Hopkins University in August, with the support of Electric Frontier Foundation, or EFF. Condemning the hosting site's earlier move, the researcher, along with his EFF colleague Kurt Opschel, said that if the code was disabled again, they would challenge the decision in court. While the fate of Tornado Cash still hangs in limbo, the clampdown did manage to prompt considerable industry support. Coinbase, for one, revealed footing the bill for a lawsuit brought by 6 people in the country against the Department of Treasury. The exchange, in an announcement, stated that the OFAC, instead of targeting the bad actors or the property controlled by them, imposed sanction on an open source technology, quote, a tool legitimately used by many innocent people, even if also by some bad actors, end quote. Pretty interesting. And then the other one I wanted to share during this episode, allow all cookies. This is from CoinDesk, written by Ian Ellison. Today, Celsius shareholders filed to stake their claim for bankruptcy payouts. Holders of preferred equity in failed cryptocurrency lender Celsius Network want to make sure they're at the table in talks of clawing back their investments, as well as first dibs on proceeds from the sale of certain assets, saying they are worried the bankruptcy process is overly focused on retail customers. Law firm Milbank LPP filed a motion in the bankruptcy court for the Southern District of New York to appoint a preferred equity committee to represent Series A and Series B shareholders, and to place them at the front of the queue when it comes to query. I don't even know. My eyes are like bugging me. When it comes to the sale of custody firm GK8 and Celsius mining operations. Not only is the UCC Unsecured Creditors Committee laser focused on maximizing value for their customers without regard for the equity holders, but also debtors. But the debtors also have made it abundantly clear that the UCC is their partner, and these cases are all about the customer, the statement said. The lawyer said a fiduciary is needed to take the equity holders' side of the dispute before a plan of reorganization is proposed that violate the bankruptcy code. The action on the part of the shareholders, who poured some $750 million in Series B funding into the company just months before it sank into bankruptcy, creates another faction of claimants. In a move that will further divide the Celsius case, the motion also requests that the court caps claims at the US dollar value as of the date of bankruptcy petition date. Effectively, this means that if cryptocurrency prices increase over the course of the proceedings, the upside goes to the equity holders and not the customers. If crypto goes down, however, customers take a hit. This is a total bombshell, likely to alienate the entire creditor body and constituencies. Thomas Braziel, founder of bankruptcy investment specialist 507 Capital, said in an interview it is potentially leading to World War III in the Celsius case. Pretty interesting that they are not looking at their shareholders, but a lot of people aren't, and because they filed bankruptcy, obviously you aren't going to get a lot of your money back, barely any. So I mean, I don't blame them in this. This was the last one that I found interesting, speaking of filing for bankruptcy, because let's just call it what it is, guys. It's a bear market. Who knows how long this is going to go. Let's see how long this is. Oh, it's not that long. I'm probably only going to read a little bit. Bitcoin mining firm Compute North files for bankruptcy. Shanika Deka. Compute North, which happens to be the latest casualty of the ongoing crypto rut, has filed for a Chapter 11 bankruptcy in the U.S. Bankruptcy Court of the Southern District of Texas. The filing is pending before Judge Bankruptcy David R. Jones. The company CEO, David Perel, also stepped down from his position earlier this month, but will continue to remain on the board. Don't you find that interesting that all these CEOs are like stepping down, but oh wait, we're still going to be on the board, but we're going to step down from being a CEO? It's really interesting to me. Just no comment from me on that, because I think they know a little bit more than what they're saying. Under the terms of the filing, the firm will be able to continue its operation while it draws a comprehensive restructuring plan to repay creditors. Compute North revealed that it owed as much as $50 million to at least 200 creditors. Its assets, on the other hand, are worth between $100 million and $500 million. The bankruptcy filing is expected to help stabilize its business as carries out a restructuring process under court protection. The filing comes 7 months after the Minnesota-based crypto mining infrastructure provider secured a $385 million round that includes a Series C fundraise and debt financing. More recently, it broke ground on a 300-megawatt co-location facility in Texas. Compute North was launched in 2017 as a crypto mining operation. Over the year, it expanded its operations into co-location services offering low-cost power for data centers. The company is also the hosting facility partner of Compass Mining, another giant in the BTC mining sector. Following the development, the latter said its legal team is reviewing the bankruptcy petitions and added, quote, Compute North staff informed us today that the bankruptcy filing should not disrupt business operations. We are continuing to monitor the situation and will provide further updates as they become available, end quote. The dwindling prices of cryptocurrency and the increasing U.S. interest rates have adversely affected the digital asset space. The earnings of mining companies have been deeply hampered amid a rather volatile summer. That's putting it mildly. Compass Mining, for one, lost a few lucrative mining facilities in Georgia this month. The shutdown follows a 50% rise in energy costs. The firm had cited protecting miners from excessive energy rate changes recently applied by the local utility as the reason, and further revealed plans to open another facility in Texas. So pretty interesting. I don't think this is the last that are going to be filing for bankruptcy, because for the foreseeable future, guys, I see this bear market being a problem. and not necessarily going away, especially from the Fed and everything that Jerome Powell had to say the other day. So I'm gonna wrap this video up with just saying, guys, just protect yourself, protect your assets. Make sure you do your own research before jumping into any cryptocurrency, any NFT project, any kind of investment, period. Remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell on Twitter. We would love it. Or not Twitter, on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter, and we are also in Discord. I'm getting ready to boot a spammer that just ended in our Discord this morning. So that person will be booted. And we also have a website, amdailycrypto.com, where you can buy swag from us. I also have some Ravencoin stuff, some Ethereum Classic stuff, BTC, so stuff for mining, stuff for women in crypto. So go in, check it out, amdailycrypto.com. Thank you guys, and see you on the next one.